and back to the tutorial for deep learning. Whenever you like the video, please subscribe and share with your friends. Today we are going to see the new one called that is Resnet-50. How we can implement Resnet implementation for image classification. Since in the previous session I explained about the image classification, today we are going to implement the Resnet-50 for the image classification where we are going to apply for the sports activity. That means sports data set from the Google. So I want thank for the GitHub and GitHub and Google also. So here Resnet-50. So before going to session, we have to know about some information about the Resnet-50. So Resnet-50, one of the familiar deep learning, or you can say deep convolution neural network architecture, and also it was developed by the Microsoft Research in 2015, and is a powerful image classification model successfully utilized for many applications, including the field of computer vision and so on. So here with the model, what we can do, we can train a large data set and can achieve good results also. And one of the key innovations of this use of this ResNet is that is called residual connections. Since many variations there, ResNet 50, ResNet 34, ResNet 101, ResNet 152 is there. So here the 50 refers to the layers. That means the ResNet consists of 50 layers and so on. And generally ResNet architecture consists of four main parts. One is called convolution layer, another one called identity block, another called convolution layer, and the fully connected layer. The first layer is the convolution layer. These are always responsible for extracting features from the input image. So as if you have idea about image classification, so we can implement, if you have a data set of animals, you can predict whether it's a cat or a dog, like that. This example. Then convolution layer, these are layers, these are the, then next is the identity block and the convolution block. These are always responsible for processing and transferring these features also. And finally we have, at the end we have a fully connected layers. These are always helpful to make the final classification here. Apart from this, the convolution layer in ResNet-50 consists of several convolution layers were followed by batch normalization and ReLU activation also. And now come to here. So how to implement this Resnet-50? So if you want to implement Resnet-50 for image classification, we have to follow steps like import the libraries, Python libraries, and then we can go for load the model. That means load the data set and go for train and test the data set, and train and test the accuracy. At last visualize the results. In between also can visualize. At last go at the middle of the thing you can implement the Resnet architecture and test it. At last go for predict the image, whether the given image is what. That means whether the sports activity, there may a category like basketball, cricket ball, and so on and so on. So here we are going to session now. So first step is import the packages. So we are going to import the packages like NumPy, Pandas, PL, and so on. Then we are going to use the directory from the Google, that is the sports balls with multi-class image classification by train. Then we are going to import the CV2. Then we have to visualize the image like one sample image, that is called train with baseball. So easily can do. So if you want to execute in Google Colab anything, you can download the entire data set and you can set the, you can implement, you can combine with the G drive and you can set the path and try yourself. So it's an example here. Then we are going to use the example shape. So if you want to know the shape of the image, you can check here, that is 275, 183, 3. Similarly, we are going to read the image and display the image, visualize the image here. This is sample 1 before implementing the ResNet here. Then we are going to use the, we have to set the import image data from the directory where using the train and validation details, then class names, train and everything. So here if you go sports data, there will be 15 types of classes of balls will be there. I told no, just then train is there. Then we can go for validation. If you put the validation information, where you get the information like the how many files belong to the 15 classes and how many you are going to use for the validation, like that. That is training and testing. Then we are come to the Resnet-50 here. As I told you, name place. Resnet-50 consists of 50 layers here. So we are going to use the Resnet model, that is the sequential. Then we are using the pre-trained model. We are writing the Resnet-50 followed by the input shape. that is we have 256 comma 256 comma 3, and layers we are maintaining here flatten, dense and everything. Then we are going to use the optimizer that is called Adam, and we are going to summarize the model. Once everything over, go for testing. So the testing summary we are writing the word called approach score 10 followed by history model, and it takes some time also, and we are going to use the training and loss accuracy. So whenever for the successful implementation, the loss will be very less. That's the motto of this using the Resnet-50 and so on. And this Resnet-50 apart from this helpful to reduce the training errors as well as the compatible for large data sets, and also gradient vanish problem also. So vanish gradient problem is avoided by use of this kind of Resnet also. And training matrix show this like this value, and approach is like the validation matrix showing like this. So 0.95 like this graph showing. Then we can use the predict. So if you want to write prediction, we can write the function called definition space predict image of path here. Then we can write cv dot im read of path. Then we are writing the coding like plot dot im show example for show the information. And now we are going to the predict the image, because since 15 class of images will be there, so randomly we can check some images here. So we can write the code here, that is predict underscore image of, you can give the link Kaggle from the information. I am going to test the thing, that is a bowling ball, where the file name or the image space is where the image name is bowling underscore ball underscore 146.jpg. So once you give the image, once you give the code and execute, it displays visualize the image like this. So and similarly we are checking the another one, that is the image name called volleyball underscore 140.jp. This is a one. And similarly we are putting another shuttlecock image, where the file name is shuttlecock underscore 118.jpg. So this is how we can implement successfully Resnet-50 implementation for image classification. I hope that you understand. If you like the video, please subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you.